What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction as we check out the second title track. I guess this is from the newest CrossGen album titled Fly. And yeah, I almost honestly kind of missed this today. I needed something to record in the morning before I go to work, and I didn't see anything when I looked. And thankfully somebody on Twitter told me, hey, CrossGen put out this music video, you should check it out. And so here I am. I got a new release to listen to, which is cool. So I got a video to upload for tonight. So I'm super interested in this, of course, because CrossGen's like a low-key, really good group. So let's do what I do in all of my videos, of course. I'm going to listen to this song so I can give you guys my honest first impression, thoughts, and opinions of it. And, you know, if you like that kind of stuff, you want to hear me talk about other K-pop releases in the future, then click the subscribe button so that you can just stay updated with everything that I am talking about. So, with all that being said, let's get this song started. Well, I guess they're not really going to change their sound too much from their other title track, which I guess is okay. I like this. Okay, this feels good. Nice upbeat, you know, bright kind of song. I like how in that during the chorus, you know, the synths, they're going through that whole tropical kind of, you know, chord progression and all that kind of stuff, but they don't have that kind of that high pitched kind of, you know, sound, you know. It's good. Like some low bass sound to the synths is nice. This is a fun song, a really, really fun song. What is all of, I want to know, what is all of that stuff on the back of that dude's jacket? Like, I'm sorry I have to call him that dude because I don't know his name. I'm not familiar with like all the members of this group, but all of the like half attached like patches and stuff like that, it's a weird style choice. I like this a lot. This is a nice song. I think I like this song. Actually, we'll talk about what I was about to say just now, because now the song's over. It's a perfect opportunity. Yeah. So that song is, you know, I think just generally speaking, you know, just taking the song in its entirety, how it's fitting into K-pop these days. Of course, this is similar to their other title track from like last week, I think it was. Both of these songs still have that whole tropical house thing going with them, which means that they're more, you know, they would have fit a lot better sort of with, you know, all of the songs being released at like this time last year. So last summer, these songs would have been like perfectly in trend, and it would have been I probably would have absolutely been like, okay, CrossGen, what are you doing? I'm tired of the tropical house. Can we stop? But because we're now, you know, nearing 6 months, you know, removed or 6 months past all of that stuff, it's not really quite as annoying, I guess, if that makes any sense. But, you know, that all being said, the first song, I don't, for me, wasn't really like, or at least the first song as I listened to it the first time, wasn't really something that was like popped out and was like something that I thought was amazingly good and something that I've found to be super, super interesting. Definitely not on the same level as other CrossGen songs that I love. So that's something to kind of, you know, consider. But this song, even though it kind of sounds pretty much this, or it has very similar, you know, sound elements and stuff like that to it, I like this song a lot more. I'm definitely much more into this song for some reason. And they aren't really, I don't think, that much different. I'll have to go back and listen and, you know, compare and contrast on my own time to actually like get a good idea of what I'm talking about with this. But, you know, I think that both of the songs are very, very similar in their sound and all that stuff. But I think because this one came second, that I'm kind of, you know, I was really into the whole, you know, tropical house thing, I guess, and the sound of the releases. Like, I was ready for this. And so when they gave it to, when this song comes out and I listened to it, I'm like, okay, you know, so they already done something like this before. They're kind of keeping with the theme, and we're just going to enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe also a little bit of the fact that this song is way more upbeat, I think. And this is the big difference, is that this song is way more upbeat than their other song, which I can't remember the name, which is not good, because it only came out last week. But those are some of the big, you know, those are some of the, like, the big just general sort of things that, you know, immediately come to mind. When it comes down to the song itself, like, I actually, you know, the tropical house thing is like, it's, now I don't hate it because it's been a while since we've heard it. So, you know, it's not really like the trending thing anymore. So it's, you know, perfectly okay for me, you know, to me, for groups to come in and bring it, you know, into the music. But one of the things in this song specifically, I mentioned it during the music video, that they did, I think maybe a little bit differently with this song with this and the sound of the whole tropical vibe of the song, is that instead of, you know, doing a lot of the upbeat stuff, which is kind of, you know, sort of inspired and all that stuff off of like the whole pitch and the tone, you know, it's like steel drums and that kind of stuff. You know, they go through that chord progression and the notes for, you know, that specific tropical theme, and instead of having like high pitch notes, the notes are very much, you know, bass heavy, especially during the chorus. You know, which is good. The synth during the chorus is definitely bassy. It's got a little bit of, I want to say it feels really, really like low, and like the way that I would kind of describe it is like, because I'm a little bit familiar with playing bass guitar, but it sounds a little bit like, you know, when you're playing like a down-tuned bass guitar, where, you know, you hit the note and it's got a little bit of like a vibration sort of feel to it, a little bit, I guess. I don't know if that's the best description, but that's kind of what I'm hearing with that synth right there, which is, you know, cool. It's a little bit different. And then of course the verses, you have the accents with the actual, like, you know, the very obvious sort of, you know, tropical, you know, theme and sound in instrumentation, which is cool. But going back to the chorus, pairing that synth sound with the, I guess it would be like the trap sort of hi-hat kind of thing, the hi-hat that's really kind of muted. I don't even know. It feels, it's like they kind of, you know, brought in a little bit of the heaviness of like a hip hop song into this song that's super, super light and upbeat. And it's good. It's an interesting, I don't know. There's something about it for me that just kind of stands out, and that's like, that's cool. Because it takes, like, you know, a tropical house, and then they add something that's different to it a little bit that, you know, I don't think is really obvious, but I think it's still there. Unless I'm completely talking out of my ass, which that's definitely a possibility. But, you know, I think it's good. Took something that was, you know, super popular and a horse that was beaten to death, or that a dead horse, I should say, that was just continuously beaten throughout the entire year. last year, and they did something a little bit different with it, and infused a little bit of a different kind of genre potentially into the song, which gives it a little bit more of an interesting feel and sound, which is good. It's always good to take something that is that's been like done to death, used so much that people are tired of it, and then injecting a little bit something extra into it to make it a little bit extra, to kind of like breathe a little bit of life back into that overused sound, which I think CrossGen kind of did a little bit in this song. So that's definitely something that is really, really cool. So that's all that I have got to say. Of course, I want to know what you guys think about this song and this music video down in the comment box below. Don't be afraid, of course, to share whatever it is that you think. Building a community here that's all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what they are. So if you're interested in joining that community, click the subscribe button down below. And of course, click on that bell icon down there as well, so that you can turn on notifications if that is your thing. So with all that being said, that's it for this video, guys. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.